ahead.
God damn, only took you 9 minutes, sir.
What up, Jared?
What up? Is that Donovan?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh shit, long time no talk, bub. You got your Facebook back or what?
Under my new name, Maurice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'll add you.
Hey, Jared, make sure you get your money from him too, though.
Yeah, what?
Make sure you get your money from Donovan if you put EBT in his comments. He owes everybody like $30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're live.
Bank account kind of fat right now.
Hey, you can't hear nothing, though. I don't know
Yeah,
if
you know,
it's
went live and said nothing.
that boy fresh.
Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there tonight? Welcome to the Ignorant Thinker Podcast. Rise Up Sports Family. This is Talk You Ish Tuesday. How's everybody been? I'm here with my co-host today, as usual, my guy Ryan Thomas. What's going on, Ryan?
What's up, man? What's up?
Nothing much. We also have a special team in the building. My family, stay tuned, is in the building. As you can see, we got Josh Bailey.
What's up, man? Y'all know what time it is, man?
We got Doug, the mayor, in the building.
Yes, almost Turkey Day.
You gotta turn your mic up because I ain't even hear you cuss. But anyway, we got Adam in the building.
Blessing to be here.
All right, and we also got Donovan in the house.
What's up? How's everything going? Raider Nation.
All right, we got D-Man in the house right here, D-Man Smith.
What's up, everyone?
All right, we got Gargamel in the house, my man Ricky Williams.
Let's go.
And we also got Fight for the Mike Pylon in the building.
How we doing? I got a lot of players today, and I'm pretty excited to talk about them, so I'm ready for that first segment.
And we got D-Rec. Who is D-Rec? D-Rec. Is that your name, gangster?
It's Jared.
Oh, okay. D-Rec. Yeah, that's what I thought.
This dude.
But since we here, as y'all know, we do it each and every week. Everybody got to go through their trash-ass players. So let's go through them. Ryan, what you got?
I got the Atlanta Falcons.
About time.
You be quiet.
I'm just saying, about time you put them on there.
I got Philly, man.
Yeah, they've been trash all year. About time.
Yeah.
Josh Bailey, you got any trash players?
Yeah. Shoot, Green Bay special teams, man. Trash. Fumbling.
Okay.
Crazy.
Mayor Doug, what you got, Mayor Doug?
I didn't go with players, but I got coaches. I got Matt Patricia and Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
It could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a player. It could be a coach, a team.
Matt
If
Patricia
your pillow
and Mike
didn't lay
McCarthy.
right.
Wait, why you got Mike McCarthy on there? He got us to got to win.
Hold on. Mike McCarthy hyped up his team for them to get a win by smashing a punk watermelon on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought that was really dumb.
I got to see that.
He had to do what he had to do.
Tua is my trash player.
Adam got 2. Okay. All right, D-Man, who you got?
Tom Brady.
Thomas Brady. Ricky, who you got, Rick?
Marquez Valdez-Scantling fumbling that ball that cost the Packers.
Yo, hey, hold on. No, go ahead. He is trash.
Pylon to pylon.
So my first one I added at about 7:40 when I saw the news. I had little to no faith in the college football playoff selection committee going into the season with COVID, and they're already kind of pissing me off. How is Clemson ranked above Ohio State? They just lost. Makes no sense. Like they literally are coming off a loss. Ohio State's still undefeated, and they started in basically the same ranking. So how do you have Clemson? The Clemson people, I'm trying to say it without using like bad words, but like they don't stop with Clemson. It pisses me off. They play nobody to start, and then they lose a game after barely beating Boston College, and they get to stay in the top 3 when Ohio State's undefeated right behind them. It makes no sense. So that's my first trash ass player.
Do you think that's because they didn't have Trevor Lawrence?
I don't get what you still lost. In the end of the day, you lost. They still have the number 1 recruit in the country last year at quarterback. It's not like they have a scrub at backup.
I'm not going to argue with college. I know you know your stuff, but I'm just questioning. That's all.
I know. Yeah, no, it's a fair question because that's probably the reason why they do, but that's still dumb to me. Ohio State should be in that 3 spot.
Okay. Donovan, what you got, Donovan?
I'm gonna have to say the Oakland Raiders defense and that last drive by Mahomes, man. I feel like based on the circumstances, they kind of just let him just get down the field way too fast. I know that's kind of hard to stop Mahomes, but that Kelsey being wide open, and then I have to shout. I love Jonathan Abram, but that was his guy, man. He's just kind of undisciplined, man, and he's gonna have to get better. But it's a young secondary, so I'm not gonna give him too much heat. But I felt like I should point that out.
Okay. All right. Who else was supposed to go? Am I missing somebody?
Yeah, man.
What you got there?
I'm gonna say Cam Newton.
Okay.
And the only reason why I'm saying that because there's been previous weeks that he hasn't been able to close games, either fumbling the ball or throwing an interception when they were in the near closing minutes of the 4th quarter.
All right. Okay. Justin, you got a trash player, Justin? Okay. Justin, you are?
Yep.
I think Justin went around. I don't know what's going on over there.
This is for Jeremy in the comments. No ginger over here.
My first trash ass player is the Dolphins. The Dolphins head coach for benching Tua. I think that was stupid. If Tua was playing bad, let the man play bad. Let him play himself out. Don't bench him. Ain't like he lost a bunch of games. He only lost 1. So don't bench him on his first loss. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Anybody else got any more trash players?
Yeah, another one more.
All right, hold on.
All right, my bad.
Go ahead, Ryan.
More.
Can't nobody hear you, man.
Baltimore
Who's that in the
Ravens.
background?
You got the whole Ravens, or do you got
The whole Ravens.
the whole Ravens? All right.
Yep.
I got one more. I'm gonna go with I'm going with
BJ been
Matthew
waiting for you to say that. Just let you know that.
I'm going with Matthew Stafford as well.
Okay.
You gotta put up. You can't just go get a donut. Come on, man. Ridiculous.
I got one. Kentucky.
I know y'all ain't gonna leave Carson Wentz up out of there, man.
He's trash every week. I don't even mention him.
He's honorary, right? He's just
An honorary member.
He's a
Hall of Fame.
perennial, eternal trash.
What?
Let me add one more too. This is basketball related.
Yeah, I got two more. I was just waiting for everybody.
Listen, let me give one more. The Los Angeles Clippers. It's horrible inside. You let go of Shamit. You let go. You pay one of the Morris brothers $60 million because you can't find anybody else. You lose Montrezl Harrell, and you should have paid Montrezl Harrell to what you paid Markieff Morris. It's just horrible off-season signings. And then I don't know what Ty Lue's going to do, but good luck to the Clippers. Yeah, right. Not good luck. I'm just joking.
My next. Who else had a trash ass player?
I have two more. I don't know who else has them. I'll go before you, Dennis. So anybody else?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got one, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to say Matt Bailey for making 3 refs quit, and he lost in a championship game in flag football.
Okay. Jay Will, what you got, Jay Will?
Marquise Brown from the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this dude, but he's killing it.
You ain't never lied. Fight for the mic. What you got over there?
So my next one is Platinum Mike Perry. He's a welter/middleweight in the UFC. He was messaging his opponent the last couple weeks of him eating burgers and cheesesteaks and all this stuff, trolling him. Comes in overweight by 4.5 pounds. Being overweight is the most unprofessional thing you can do in MMA. 4.5 pounds, and then dabbed on the scale after he missed weight, and then lost in the fight. So I hate him. There's a lot of things about him I hate. He punches on random people in public. Borderline abuses his pregnant girlfriend. I don't know. He refuses to have a corner with him when he fights. So he only has his pregnant girlfriend in the corner. He's a super unprofessional dude, and hopefully he's out of the UFC soon. So he's definitely a trash ass player, and I was glad to see him lose.
Okay. All right. My next trash ass player is Justin Fields. Yeah, I know they got the win. Yeah, I know they got the win, but he threw 3 interceptions. And for that, he made my trash ass player list. 3 turnovers, you made my list.
Fair enough.
Who else had a trash ass player?
I had one more.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, he did too.
Daniel Rodriguez. You don't lose to some no-namer that nobody's ever heard of.
I got one team though, even though they did win though, but I'm gonna say the Chargers.
Whoa.
Why?
The reason I'm saying this because like they beat just like about 6 points or something. I mean, it shouldn't have happened. Should have been like a blowout, in my opinion.
Are you referring to the guy that looks like the guy from that Sid kid from Toy Story? All right, yeah, Heber or whatever his name is.
Herbert. Air Bear.
I got one. I'm calling out fans. I'm calling out fans for sending death threats and stuff to players for missing something.
Yep.
And this has been historically like y'all need to get it together. If you that kind of person to have that kind of energy, you need to get something right with your heart. So I'm calling you. I don't care. You made $1 million bet that you chose to make $1 million bet or a $50 bet or whatever that bet was. Or just that close with your team, you feel like respect is respect. Like, don't be sending death threats to people and their family. Like, you are trash if you do that.
I agree.
Yeah, especially their family too.
I mean, that's just keyboard warriors. We see them every day on Facebook. Well, I do.
Actually, I got one more trash player.
Okay.
Florida State.
Okay.
All right.
So Florida State.
I got it. Go ahead, Ricky. You got a trash player?
Yeah, and then I got one.
Jared, you're gonna have to help me pronounce his last name, okay?
Louis Cosi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you go in there, you knock the dude out in Dana White's Contender Series, but you lose in the first round to or not a first round, but you lose to a no-namer, Sasha, whatever the heck his name was.
Yeah, Pacolet. He didn't look good either, Louis. He didn't look that good at all, to be honest. So it wasn't even just about him losing. His performance didn't look, but it was his debut, so it'll be all right.
I got one more before you go.
Yeah.
Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Put that L.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one. That was pretty good. Did not expect that one.
My last one is Marcus Williamson, the DB from Ohio State, number 21. He was absolutely terrible against Indiana this week. He gave up like 2 of those touchdowns and didn't record a single stat for the like 68 snaps he was on the field, or 40 whatever snaps. He was by far like a shining, like in a bad way, piece for. He was most of the problem. Him and Malik Hooker's younger brother, Marcus Hooker. Those 2 were the big issues for Ohio State on defense. And Williamson he didn't do a single thing positive, didn't record a tackle, an assisted tackle, and he just gave us catches. It was bad. So he's my last trash ass player.
Okay. All right. Well, I got another trash. I got 2 more, actually. One of my trash ass players is Montrezl Harrell. I'm still trying to figure out, how do you leave the Clippers to go to the Lakers without you even trying to figure out what kind of deal he was going to give you?
Hey,
that didn't make sense. You were just
ring. I mean, you want a ring. I mean,
to me, that's trash.
And you gotta remember, we have 6 clients of Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. We're Team Clutch Sports, man. So we're creating a partnership with Clutch Sports. So all those Clutch Sport clients, they got the leeway to come to the Lakers. And Rich Paul
have his piece,
and Rob
man.
Pelinka got a little
Let
connection.
him go. All that right there sound like it's tampering. Once you sign with Clutch Sports, means you play for LeBron. Sound like tampering to me.
Major.
You got to always look back to when with the whole Chris Paul situation too. You know, they rejected for him to go to the Lakers and stuff, but somehow all of a sudden, Lakers sell out and are getting all these big names and stuff.
Right. So that's why I said I'm gonna have to go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, I mean, if LeBron was on your team and he was doing that, you wouldn't have a problem.
So you only doing it because he's on your team, so right?
Exactly.
So
Sometimes life's unfair,
I don't think it's unfair, really. I mean, I agree with Donovan still, but I mean, he went where the money could go. I mean, like, he got paid.
Hey, y'all sound like Laker fans. Stop
right,
saying
exactly.
where the money go.
Because if I said
let's be for real. Let's be for real. If AD left y'all and went to the Clippers, y'all be having the same conversation.
I would be laughing. That's gonna be worse for him. He ain't gonna ruin no ring.
I ain't winning without AD.
Yeah, I ain't winning without AD.
But AD's gonna go
AD
win.
left and went to the Clippers. Y'all be crying.
The Clippers don't play like the Lakers, and they don't win like the Lakers.
Mess out. I'm gonna clear all this mess out. I work in careers. 80% of jobs are given through recommendations. They are not because they're on a website to be applied for. So networking is king, no matter where you at.
Tampering is also illegal in the NBA unless you're LeBron James.
What them owners doing with that money? What them owners doing with that money?
Doesn't Cook have like 30 clients though?
I was crying about KD leaving, so don't cry, man.
Dennis,
As a Boston fan, I blame Danny Ainge for this one.
Okay.
You blame Mr. I'm gonna hoard draft picks?
Dude, past 4 years they've drafted more point guards than LeBron has championships. So
that's not.
I'm gonna say this though. Let's get to the certified players of the week. I'm gonna start off with PJ Walker. I felt as though he played a phenomenal game this week. So I'm taking P.J. Walker for a certified player of the week. What you got, Ryan?
Georgia Bulldogs.
The whole team?
The whole team.
I thought Ron was gonna say Taysom Hill.
That whole team ain't that good. Who you got, Bailey?
Ooh, Nicholas Chubb. Y'all saw it.
You would pick Nick Chubb. Let me get that out the way. You would pick Nick Chubb.
Man's a beast.
Who you got?
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill. Okay.
You would put him too.
I thought you were gonna pick him, Ryan.
Wait a minute, Doug. Who you got, Doug?
I'll let you have that one.
I got Mike Tomlin. I'm going coaches. I got Mike Tomlin.
Okay. All right. D-Man, who you got?
Well, Justin said Taysom Hill. I'm going to say the Saints defense.
Okay. Adam, who you got, Adam?
I'm gonna say, even though he didn't score a touchdown, I'm gonna say Deontay Johnson of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
He had a nice play. He had a nice play. I forgot who it was on, but I remember he stopped and going on him. So my first one, I'm gonna go Davison Figueiredo, UFC flyweight champion. He was the main event on Saturday at the pay-per-view. Finished Alex Perez in under 2 minutes for his second fight in a row, championship fight in a row to finish under 2 minutes with a guillotine choke. That wasn't even fully sank in either. So he's kind of ridiculous at this point. He's walking through the whole division. He's got maybe 3 people left in that division before he's completely cleaned it out. And actually, he just signed on to fight Brandon Moreno, in my background, on December 12th for the next pay-per-view, which will be the fastest turnaround for a championship fight in UFC history. If he wins that, and then he really only has 2 more guys left in that division before he clears it out. So he's a wrecking machine right now. Just tied Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson for most finishes in the flyweight division. So he's killing it right now. So Davison Figueiredo.
Donovan, you got one?
Absolutely, I got 2 of them. So my first one's from yesterday. I'll go with my man Cooper Kupp, man. Just balled out of control. Balled out of control, possession after possession. I call the Ram team team bubble screen, but him and Robert Woods both. And I don't like the Rams, so I'm tipping my hat to them. And not only the guy that criticized the most, who was my quarterback, Derek Carr. He was neck and neck with Mahomes, and outplayed him the first game. So his head-to-head matchups against Patrick Mahomes, I think he slightly edged him out.
Okay.
That's Dennis's boy, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is my guy. That's
He's
why
been a big Cooper Kupp guy for a while now.
Yeah, Ricky Williams, what you got, Ricky?
Zeke. They made a change at offensive line, which did dividends to him, and he finally had his first game of the season.
All right. Jay Will, what you got, Jay Will?
Adam Thielen balled out. I hadn't seen that in probably since last year. Thought he just had a hell of a game, man. He had 2 touchdowns, 125 yards. Just
don't forget about the one.
Oh yeah, right. He balled out.
Okay, D-Rack.
I got 2. First one is Chase Winovich, and then my other one is even though that it was his last ring entrance and stuff, I want to say the Undertaker for all the years that he pulled through in WWE.
Okay, all right. Y'all took a lot of mine, but my next certified player was Robert Woods. I was gonna say that the Robert Woods Cooper Kupp combination, which surprisingly to me, that they said that last night was the first 2 wide receivers to both have 10+ catches in the game. First 2 wide receivers in Rams history that have 10+ catches in the game. That surprised the the heck out of
That's
me because
very surprising.
I thought it would be Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely got to get them. They props for that. Buck Flair said Derrick Henry, but anybody else got any more certified players?
Actually, I do. And
Yeah, I
I
got
know
a
Dre's
handful.
watching and Josh is on panel, but when I say Dre's going to say like this, you know what? It's going to be the Colts.
Okay.
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right.
Now,
Ricardo Blankenship. That's
Rodrigo.
I got one more, even though they lost. I was gonna say Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton did, even though they lost, had a hell of a game. Given that he hasn't been consistently performing well, he was able to throw 365 yards and get 2 touchdowns. So that was a pretty good game for him, even though they lost.
You can't say Cam Newton. Have
You
seen
certified
the
certified
games
Cam
that
Newton and Ron left.
We're gonna trade him. We're gonna trade him for Fitzmagic.
I've never seen this in Tokyo history where one guy picks Cam Newton as a trash ass player and the other one picks him as a certified player.
Yeah, I've never nobody in general.
What was his numbers?
I've never seen that.
I think his numbers were good. I know they lost, but personally, I think that was a very good game for him.
Yeah, but did he win?
Oh no!
Winning the game is a team achievement, though.
This debate is over. Right?
It's a team achievement. Somebody throws for 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns and they lose. It's not their fault. He didn't throw for that, but just an example.
Can't compare this. This is like the whole Johnny Manziel conversation and stuff. He's out. He's going to be gone next year anyways. We're still rebuilding.
Okay. Anybody else had a certified player?
Yeah, I got a few. So this one I'm going with a pair of brothers. So it's on the combined. I'm going with the Mullen brothers, Trayvon Mullen and Tywan Mullen. 2 guys I've always been very high on. You guys know that. I've said their names a million times. In the Ohio State-Indiana game, Tywan Mullen, the younger brother, he plays for Indiana as a corner, number 3. He was covering Chris Olave exclusively, the receiver who's going to be a first-round pick this year for Ohio State. And they basically wouldn't throw near him the whole first quarter and a half. The second they started moving him around to cover Garrett Wilson because he was doing his thing and to cover other receivers, Chris Olave starts going off. Basically anywhere that Tywan Mullen wasn't, they were destroying Indiana's defense. He was around the field a lot for tackles, so he definitely made it in here for me. And then Trayvon Mullen, those 2 plays alone, he tripped and caught the interception. And then before that, he had that, I'd call it a spectacular pass deflection breakup on Tyreek Hill, where he dove and knocked out. That was fantastic corner work. So he had a good game. They both had a good game. So they make my list as a combo.
We got 2. Northwestern, they beat Wisconsin, and then Iowa, they beat Iowa actually they beat Penn State pretty badly too.
I debated putting Northwestern quarterback Peyton Ramsey on there because he was a transfer from Indiana last year, and he's been playing pretty well for them. And it's good to see him because he basically got ran out of town by the quarterback they got from down in Florida that played well for Indiana. So it was good to see him playing well and winning for them.
Okay, all right. Well, let me just say this. Let me read these comments. Dre said trash as hell. Ricky Bobby said the TAP is me, pretty sure. Only got 3 games right last week. Des Cartier said, I agree, Dennis, tampering. Dre said, yawn. Clutch sports, you mean stack the deck sports? The spirit of competition is damn near gone. I thought it was with the duos. I thought it was okay with the duos. Des Cartier said, I'm calling the NBA trash. Even if the salary cap is going up, I don't believe they're giving out max deals to every single free agent. You got bums making 20 million a year. Buck Flair said fry Fugle. My fault.
That was my last one.
And
Buck are on the same page today.
People was mad at KD, but not mad at LeBron stacking his teams. LOL. Hypocritical. Travis Kelce. T. Hill is a good one. Derrick Henry, CeeDee Lamb, Adam Thielen, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp. Buck Flair said UFC 255, Figueiredo. Dre said the Colts defense. Buck said LOL, Jared Miller. Dre said the second half at least. Ricky Bobby said Robert Woods. Buck Flair said Derrick Henry. Dre said facts, Undertaker for sure. Buck said Cam, LOL. He said, is he drinking? Chase Claypool. And he said, Buck, he is drinking something. Fry Fugu is a monster. Buck said, I thought he was Mellow Ball. And Josh said, what up to Buck? So that's about it on that. Now I got to get into my next.
Well, before you go to the next one, Dennis, I got one more certified player right quick.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Jordan Fuller, Ram safety.
Ohio State, yeah. Let me just say one more too, because they were just saying it like 3 times in the comments. Ty Freifogel, he was my last one, but I just want to say him now because they were mentioning him. The receiver from Indiana, absolutely destroyed Ohio State. He had like 260 yards or something, like 3 touchdowns on like 7 catches. He was destroying Marcus Williamson, my trash ass player. He was destroying everybody. He had a fantastic game.
All right.
So that's what they were talking about.
Let me welcome you on to my segment. I call this I Need Answers, all right? This is the first one I want to know. Is the Golden State Warriors still a top team in the West after the Klay Thompson injury?
Nope.
Of course, I think so.
Anything to
Of
replace
course,
him?
why not?
A top team? Like what you talking? Top 8?
4. Top 4.
Top 4.
Hell no.
They're the top of the bottom.
Nah, four. I would say they're a playoff. They're 7th or 8th seed. It just all depends on their draft pick. You know, I think he was probably one of the better draft picks. I think that he should have probably went number 1. But I guess it's all based on team needs. But I mean, the guy, he's pretty legit. You know, it's just hopefully he can get that confidence and play like he did in college. If he plays like that, then they'll be straight. I mean, you still got a decent team. But really, I mean, the major question is, it shouldn't be about is Golden State a top 10 team. It's basically it's more going to lay on Steph Curry. And
you said top 10?
Really that MVP
No, I said
player.
the top team. I mean top 4.
Nah, they're not top 4. Not on paper.
I thought you said top 10. My bad.
Yeah, if it's top 10, of course, but top
They're
4.
not a top 4 team.
Nah.
No.
Top 10 you'll do that in the playoffs.
At best.
Like
a sleeper team at best.
Okay.
You got to look at the rosters and stuff that are happening with the free agent this year with the draft. You know,
Yeah, we just got
they'll be lucky to even hit past the top 10 teams in the West.
Because I mean the thing to look at now is like you can focus on Steph on defense. Like you can like literally like focus on him now because like
he's still gonna bust your head like he been doing.
Yeah, but I mean, but then they also
they
also picked up Uribe though.
You can focus on him all you want.
You know, I'm
You
not.
still
I'm
got
not saying
Wiggins,
he's
you
not,
got
but I'm just
Oubre.
saying like he doesn't have an outlet.
He's got outlets.
I'm saying, how you gonna stop him? How you gonna stop
The
that shot?
outlets are dying.
Jay, no. I'm not saying none of that. What I am saying is the outlet of what he had with Klay. This drop off
Right.
is dramatic from Klay. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Oh yeah, but
And
to
the
say
thing
you
is,
just
like,
focus
I
on
mean,
him, he was always been a
when
focal
you got
point.
6 foot, when you got 6'7" and 6'8" cats who can run around with Steph. I'm not saying everybody, but there's some cats like it's gonna be like them coming off them screens ain't gonna be as easy as they used to be.
Because Draymond suck now.
Oh, here we go. Excuses just keep piling on.
All right. My next question is, how do you feel about your team's draft and what grade do you give them?
I go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying that. Actually, you know what? No, actually, it might actually work out with throughout in the season and stuff. Because everybody's looking for point guards and stuff, and we're looking for power forwards and centers and big men. So,
All right. So, what grade do you give your Boston?
I want to say B.
Okay. Anybody else? My Golden State fan over there. Would you like to give your team a grade for this?
Hey, baby.
Oh yeah,
you giving your team an A? Both of y'all giving your team an A?
definitely. I just hope that, like I said, he looks pretty small though. Wiseman looks pretty small. He looks pretty skinny. And with the season getting ready to just turn around like it is, I mean, I just training camp is getting ready to start. I'm just wondering, I mean, he was good in college, but I mean, it's gonna be hard to bang with them big boys down low though. So, I mean, I don't know.
We never had a really banger anyway, so we good.
Right. But I mean, definitely somebody that can rim protect, and you know what I mean. Like, we'll see.
Where my Laker fans at, Donovan?
You don't think West Bank for y'all?
They have a draft.
Oh, dude.
Who?
Donovan?
West.
Yeah, what's up?
Where my Laker fans at? What grade do you get them Lakers?
Wasn't they draft free agency?
We had that draft pick and we gave it away for the trade. So I mean, I feel like we did pretty well based on the signings we had.
Okay,
so I mean, I would have to give us an A.
Oh my god!
I mean, how in the hell you guys get Mark Gasol though? Like, I mean, how much goddamn money you guys have?
Mark Gasol don't cost so much.
That was a trade. We traded.
How you give y'all an A?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out how everybody let that go right by.
Well, then why'd you ask me if we didn't have?
No, I'm asking you why. You gave.
No, I'm asking you why you think it's A.
Because the one, so we got that draft pick, we traded it. So based on that draft pick, we were able to acquire some of the offseason guys that we got. So I'm giving ourselves an A because I think our roster improved. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Yes.
Draft picks.
No. He's saying basically they draft was their free agency.
I got what they saying, but they lost an important point guard in Rondo. That's what I'm keep saying, and they didn't replace him.
We got Schroeder, we got Matthews. I feel like Schroeder actually he doesn't play as great as defense as Rondo, but at the end of the day, he was like a six-man candidate, and he was averaging 17 points a game. His three-point percentage increased, unlike Rondo's, who it was kind of in spurts, and he came up big when he needed to.
Oh, now Rondo's in
Schroeder
spurts.
was way more consistent throughout the season.
Y'all so all over the place, man.
Right. When you say y'all.
Do we got any other basketball fans in here?
Y'all.
Any other basketball fans in here?
Rondo.
They wouldn't have won without Rondo. Plain and simple.
No, we wouldn't have won without
just on Rondo nuts. Crazy.
Rondo was a business move.
Houston was giving y'all that business until Rondo came into the series.
Y'all was just talking about how good he was.
Right, and that's why the Lakers are so focused on trying to get Chris Paul, because they were trying to get another facilitator in there like Rondo.
Well, Buck Flair said his top teams were the Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Dallas, Suns. He said, I still not got Golden State yet.
Pistons.
He said he gives the Pacers a B for they got the perfect player for the guard to replace Oladipo and Cassius Stanley. Here's my next question. Why did Cassius Stanley and Cassius Winston drop so far?
Injuries.
No draft picks until you see them on the court.
You said what now?
Well, I got a question. How long do they have to sign undrafted free agents? No, not free agents, but people out of college.
They still consider undrafted free agents. You're gonna have to Google that one.
But Dennis, to your point, with both of the Cassiuses, along with some other players, I think a lot of players were cheated because there was no March Madness. So a lot of teams, they get that last view, and then it also could have hindered some diamond in the rough that plays from a smaller college that just needed to be seen in a national level. So A lot of players got cheated from that, and then also players gained from it too. That had a good regular season that were in conferences that weren't that competitive, and they were able to ball out, and then that's all what the team saw. So it was a gift and a curse for some.
Okay.
The Magic, they drafted Cole Anthony.
That was a great pick.
That's huge, and the Magic are a lot of young rising stars coming up for that team and stuff too. What surprised me was also the Pistons with the draft picks that they picked up and the trades that they did too. They get some key players and stuff to.
So basically, what we're saying is that there's probably a lot of diamonds in the rough out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they weren't able to be seen. And
do we have a summer league this year?
No,
I think so.
So then we can't even get a summer league together to see what these Bulls actually got.
Yeah, a lot of players got cheated, man.
I think they should have had the option to go back to school. That's what I think.
There's no summer league this year.
No, they about to get right to the
training
season.
Camp starts in like 2 weeks. Yeah, training camp starts in 2 weeks, and season starts on December 22nd.
So you think they'll have a summer league next year then?
Depends on what COVID does. Hopefully, it don't go to COVID 20. That's about all I can tell you. My next question is, what team do you think will win the NFC least?
Giants.
I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and try to put y'all embarrassing thoughts on that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let the NFC least teams fans go last.
All right, that'll be me.
Hold on. Before we do all that, Donovan, your team has been irrelevant for 18 years. Calm down.
Man.
Hey, we're in the now. We're in the now. Let's focus on the now.
All right, let's.
I think it's the Giants because they're the only team that seems to be getting better with the week.
Let's leave out the Packers and Cowboys so that they don't get any like.
Derek is the NFC East. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean the Cowboys got a chance, but I think it's going to be the Giants because they're the only one that's really making improvements to me. Like I said,
it's just amazing that you're in first place with 3 wins. That's like utterly ridiculous.
That division is going to be won by 4. Whoever was the first to win 4 games, and I think that's going to be. I still got faith in the Eagles. Got faith in the Eagles.
Why? They got the worst quarterback in the league.
Man,
yeah, I wouldn't say worse. But
why not? Who worse than him?
There's quite a few. Ryan Fitzpatrick is one. Nick Foles is another.
I got the worst quarterback in the division, at least.
Oh yeah,
Ryan Fitzpatrick is way better than Nick Foles this year.
Donovan, you got anything to say on that, Donovan?
I'm gonna say not the Eagles because every time I think that they're gonna win, they just get worse and worse, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I'll let you guys elaborate that on that a little later or later on in this conversation. But I would probably say I'm gonna go with the Redskins and Mr. Game Manager.
Hey, we can't say Redskins.
There's no Redskins in the division, sir.
Okay, well, I'm calling it the Redskins, but it's the team in Washington.
Yo, mute his mic. Mute his mic.
The Washington team, whatever the name.
The football team.
I got Washington.
And inequity.
I think Alex Smith will game manage the Redskins into the playoffs and lose in the first round like he did when he was in Kansas City.
Wow, you just gonna keep saying it. Just keep.
Wow.
Okay. Justin, you got anything, Justin?
There's really nothing to say about the Eagles.
There you go.
I can't say nothing else really about them. But I'll agree with Joshua though. Carson Wentz has been trash this year though. Man, that's just it's been bad for that dude. And I understand Doug is a ride or die with his quarterback, but man, it's just
he riding or dying with him like that's his wife, yo. It's bad, man. It's bad.
Bad season.
Okay, it's bad. No matter how you put it, it's bad.
It's bad.
No,
it's bad because it makes
nobody's debating it's not bad.
What I'm trying to say is bad because it makes Doug look bad. That's why
it makes look bad for other reasons.
That's why it's so bad. It's like
Doug needs
Doug
no help
bad.
from Carson Wentz to look bad.
No, I personally don't believe that Doug is a bad coach. But I think his marriage with Carson Wentz is going to end up making him a bad coach. That's what I think.
At least bench it for it.
Didn't we have a discussion a few weeks ago with who's a better quarterback, Carson or Dak?
Dizzy Dak.
We ain't never had a discussion because me and Paul are always gonna pick Dak. We wanted Dak. We didn't want Carson.
I've been picking Dak since
Thank you, Pylon the Pylon.
We didn't. Me and Pylon both. We wanted Dak. It was a big discussion about. It was like y'all don't know. Me and Pylon was in the sports lounge. I've been in there since like 2012.
Hashtag not a fan.
So it was a big discussion about Carson Wentz after that Senior Bowl, how good he was and what was going on. And I'm like, I'm not trusting a guy that's never played Division One, the full Division One football, not Division One AA or AAA, like full Division One football. You ain't played against.
Have you seen his highlights in college?
And anyway, Derek, let me finish. So I'm like, I'm not trusting a guy like that. I just don't feel it. I feel as though this guy Dak Prescott right here from Sip State is actually a better quarterback. And I think if we sit him down and let him learn for a year, the next year he'll be even better. So then we had the thing with the whole Sammy Sleeves. He wanted to get paid. He was upset. So we paid him $20 million. Then we had to pay Chase Daniels $10 million. And we was already at number 8 in the draft. So I said there was no need for us to move up. Because at number 8, I thought we could get Jalen Ramsey.
We done moved up twice.
Shout out to the way he been playing.
We moved up twice.
That's who I wanted. I wanted Jalen Ramsey in the first round, and I wanted Dak Prescott.
Well, you also can't predict things, but Laramie Tunsil dropped to where our original pick. The Dolphins took him with our number 13, where we traded down to 8 with them.
Right.
And they ended up getting Tunsil because of the whole gas mask thing. So.
I say that to say Wentz has wild me in ways in his first couple years. Last year, he made me a believer at the end of the season that, as long as the playbook is just simple, he'll get the job done. This season, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. He's just a quarterback. He's nothing special. He does nothing extra. Like, you need to make sure you don't put him in a position that he can throw an interception. They need to run the ball 60 times and pass the ball 12. That'll eliminate his interceptions. That's the way I feel going out throughout the season.
You think he's a system quarterback?
I'm not blaming the offensive line no more. I'm not blaming the fact that we got injuries no more. I'm not blaming our coaching staff. This guy is gone. He's a shell of himself. Talent is gone. This guy has led the league in interceptions this year, and a lot of these interceptions that he's throwing is just terrible. Now, I do want to thank him this year.
Plays in the league.
I do want to thank him this year for the development of Travis Fulgham. I'll give him that because it seemed like we got a stud wide receiver for the first time in a long time. Let's get that out the way.
I don't think it has anything to do with Carson either.
Hold on, Derek.
Hold on. Guy.
I'm also mad at Doug Peterson for not using Jalen Reagor and other ways to get him jet sweeps like he used to do with Nelson Aguilar. That's the little thing that I'm upset about too. So it's a lot to be put into this Philadelphia Eagles team, and somebody needs to wake up and get things together.
How do you think? Do you think Carson Wentz is a system quarterback then?
I think Carson Wentz is just the guy.
He's just there.
He's just I can't think of I don't even think you call him Carson Wentz. You call him number 11.
Dennis, are you essentially saying that they should treat Carson Wentz like the Browns are treating Baker Mayfield?
Honestly, I think Baker Mayfield's the better quarterback right now.
Woo.
Not a better quarterback.
He should have been traded 2 years ago.
I'm just talking about right now. I believe right now Baker Mayfield is the better quarterback. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. And it's kind of bad, but a fan told me this, and I'm not gonna mention their name. But they said if Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz had to get a 14-day quarantine, do you think that Deuce Staley and Jalen Hurts can win 2 games without Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz?
Of course.
I personally say yes. I'm not wishing COVID on nobody. This was an answer that was thrown to me. Let's get that out the way.
You kind of just did, Dennis.
No, I didn't. Somebody asked me that. All I said was yes. I believe that the offense will look different. People wouldn't know what they're coming into. It'd be sort of like the Saints looking now. Nobody know what to expect from the Saints.
Right.
Come out, they beat the Falcons 24-9.
It was the Falcons.
I expect the same thing to happen with the Eagles.
No. What position does Deuce Staley coach?
Running back.
Deuce Staley will be the head coach.
Yeah, he'll step in as the.
He's the assistant head coach.
Why you don't think Doug want to bench him?
He's married
like
to
a game.
You ever got that homie that's like got a wife and you done told him that his wife cheating on him and ain't the same, but he ain't leaving her. Like that's how I feel about Carson.
That's not even the same because he's watching his wife cheat on him.
Yeah,
He's physically watching it.
That's the worst part. You don't believe it.
It ain't even word of mouth.
You don't believe
watching her get banged.
Like he's literally just cheating on. He's became a double agent. He don't even play for us.
He became a cook.
It's impossible to trade him. Y'all gotta keep him.
Yeah, we dealt with him for $60 million. That's what my man Buck Flair told me.
I don't know if it's impossible. I think somebody will come out of a 3rd round pick for him or a 2nd round.
I don't care if they come with a 7th. Right?
Yeah,
as of right now,
anything,
I don't care if they come with a 7th round pick.
Hey, fight the mic. Fight the mic.
Doug, what you think about your boy, man?
What's going on?
Did I hear you say cuckold?
Yeah, that's what we were describing, a cuckold. Absolutely.
Hey. Doug, what you got to say about your boy, man?
I mean, look, bro.
Oh God,
it's a bad season. Like that's all. That's all I'm gonna chalk it up to. Like he's leading the league in interceptions. Yes, the previous 2 years, 7 interceptions the whole year. It's a bad year. Like I mean, he's having a bad year. The team is having a bad year. I don't know what the hell it is. Like I mean,
we just need to stop winning
games. Like Jalen. Hold on. You could say put Jalen Hurts in there, but is he fully ready? Like that's also another question. You can say like Taysom Hill, but Taysom Hill been in that system, so it's like it's not apples to apples. Like so, the thing is like I was like if we could have beat the Browns if we would have ran. I don't know why because we was killing them with the run. Like the run was there. Like I don't know why the run isn't being utilized because Miles Sanders is a problem out of the backfield. So that's
he just has to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, no, I mean he holds on to the ball.
He's fumbling a lot.
He's had 2 fumbles, like 2 fumbles
this year. I thought he had 3, but he was fumbling last year or when he was playing last year.
So the thing is, like, it's there. Like, but the thing is, it's like if it can get together because we're 2nd in the league in sacks on the other side on defense. So the stuff is there. All the games. Honestly,
I don't like Jim Schwartz, but the secondary is not giving up as many big plays as they did last year.
Dallas has got one of the top.
I think that's Slay. Like Slay is holding them to a higher standard. So, like that's the thing. When you get a key player at like a position, they can hold the everybody else. I mean, the thing is, we got to invest in real linebackers eventually. Like I'm tired of getting these like rinky dink, like off of like standing in front of Home Depot linebackers and stuff.
Yeah,
like we got to get some like real deal.
That's why we can't stop a quarterback from running on us. Linebackers don't know what to read.
Like, we ain't had a linebacker since Jeremiah Trotter. Like,
no. DeMarco, what was his name?
D'Amico Ryan.
D'Amico Ryan was nice.
He had a couple really good
But I'm talking about like our linebacker compared to like.
What about What about the bull?
Like when Jordan Hicks
was the boy that injured? Was the boy that injured? What was his name? He just went to the
Jordan Hicks.
He just went to Arizona.
Jordan Hicks was fantastic in coverage.
Jordan Hicks.
Sean Lee was
when Hendricks were really going. They were a great combo.
Yeah.
Sean Lee was was another good linebacker for them.
We didn't have Derek. We didn't have Sean Lee.
So is it the defense or is it Carson?
No, are we talking about Eagles or?
It's a lot of things.
It's all Eagles players talking.
Oh,
It's a lot.
It's offensive line. It's Wentz. It's linebackers.
I'm not blaming the offensive line this week. I knew Jason Peters was going to get his butt whooped this week. I'm not blaming the offensive line this week.
I'm gonna end it here because I see Justin over there. You better hope. You better pray to God we don't beat the Saints. You better pray to God we don't beat the Saints. Because I'm gonna come in here. I might come and visit you in person. Fuck COVID. My bad on the language. And then if we go to Green Bay and if we go to Green Bay and win again,
Carson Wentz still gonna be trash.
It's all right.
I know you got your opinion.
First of all, his name is number 11.
We still gonna go further than
tell me this. So tell me this. Is it Carson Wentz, Doug, in your opinion, is Carson Wentz just having a bad year? That I don't know if you can afford a bad year professionally, but is he having a bad year?
Was last year. This is.
I think he more had a flash in the pan year. That 1 year that we won the Super Bowl. I think that was.
You know what's another thing that killed me? A lot of people like to be like, well, since y'all lost Frank Wright was y'all too. Frank Wright did this. Frank Wright did that. I'm not saying that Frank Wright didn't do it. What I'm saying is, I don't think he could have did it by himself. Like, it's other people that's in that, in that locker room, in there doing things like maybe Frank Wright had the right words to say to people right before the game to get them hyped up. I mean, you look at the Colts now, they're the top defense, the offense is going good, and they winning with a guy named Noodle on. So maybe Frank Wright knows what to say to this team. I believe Frank Wright knows how to make adjustments. As we can see, he's the quarterback to come the greatest comeback ever. So
I think it was more what everybody else was saying from the outside to the Eagles that motivated us that year. We were on a mission. The whole underdog mass and everything. We were on a mission. That's all that was.
That's how I feel.
The whole team came together and were determined.
The whole team, the whole city.
Regressing?
Well, I think who's regressing?
Wentz.
Yeah, he way past regressing. He didn't regressing mean that you still had a game that you had that was good this year.
He's done. He's completed that process.
Man, he hasn't had a good game this year.
Maybe he doesn't want to play. Maybe he doesn't want to play there anymore.
I ain't. Two niggas in the bucket. Fuck it. That's a reason why you'll see Philly fans will die if we see Allen Iverson and Dr. J. Because those guys gave blood, sweat, and tears to Philly. But we ain't like that Ray Rice.
Draft grade for the 76ers.
My draft grade for the Sixers was an A-. I felt as though they should have moved up to get Cole Anthony. So that's why I was an A-.
They had a very good draft and stuff too.
They had a very good draft off season going forward, but I gave him an A- was because of the Cole Anthony thing. I think you should have.
I feel like it's hard to grade basketball drafts because there's only one or two players you're really drafting.
Right.
So it's hard to put a true grade.
I go off the first round.
No, the second round we having some gems in it, man.
I mean, it do,
but it's hard.
It's
hard. It's hard to draft. It's hard to grade. That's why I don't believe in like grades for drafts because you don't know until they get into the field and in that system because you get good players that go to trash teams and then it's bad. Like, I mean, people didn't think Devontae Adams was going to be anything when he came out.
Right.
Happens every year. Small school guys.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question? Did Devontae Adams come out the same draft as Nelson Aguilar?
He came in the Odell and all that draft.
Nelson Aguilar was in that draft, right?
No, he was 2007 or 16.
Oh, so that was
15.
Jordan.
He was 15. He was a year after. Sorry.
So that was the Jordan Matthews draft.
Chip Kelly. That's all you say is Chip Kelly.
Let me read these comments real quick before I go to the next.
Should have drafted Landon Collins instead of Aguilar.
You could have him.
Buck Flair said they did. The kid from Marquette signed undrafted. Big East Player of the Year not drafted. The top two scorers in college b-ball not drafted, but they also undersized Howard, very short. The reference win in the NFC East. Sadly, the Redskins are the Cowboys. Ricky Bobby said, "Hey Dennis, how many Cowboys does it take to change the light bulb?" Buck Flair said the Cowboys versus the Giants, the last game of the season. Since Philly struggled in the schedule down the stretch, is brutal. The Eagles are cooked and deep fried. The football team wins the East.
Whatever.
Jay Bailey looks sad.
happen.
Cheer up. The Packers second worst in the division. Y'all win the North easy. Ramona said, yo, Dennis, you see this? Yeah, I see you, Ramona. Buck Flair said, Dennis Wentz, I'm calling it now. Keep the faith. Okay, that was Josh. I was wrong about Wentz. He's not over Josh Allen or Jared Goff or Dak for that matter. Okay.
Keep on naming them.
Nelson Aguilar looked like a different receiver in Vegas. Ooh wee. Buck Flair said you got him at least 3 years unless you trade him or let him go. LOL, 60 million deep in cap. Ricky Bobby said, I get what you're saying. That O-line looks like a dumpster fire. Eagles get their linebackers from wish.com. Wait a minute. Ramona said, just wait and get some Pittsburgh. Just wait and get some from Pittsburgh, Douglas. Buck Fair said the Eagles, 49ers, Cowboys are the most injured players. 49ers are 4-6, better record though. Let me see.
That's like start that comment. Whoever said that they
Trust Ravens said, add the Ravens, we got hella injuries. Wentz, no wide receiver. O-line Dillard went down. Running backs are terrible. Thank God they're playing a division. They're playing a division that could be 1-9. I wanted Cole to go to the Celtics. Kimba got to go. That's for Derek.
No. Kimbo is actually a good fit for the Celtics and stuff.
No, Kimbo.
All right, so here we go. L. Raven said my Miami Heat going to the ASIC Conference Finals again. AB said Jordan Matthews came out in 2004. Nelson Aguilar was 2005, and Adams was 2004. L. Raven said going to shock the world. Going through. F and book it. Okay. All right.
In the world.
Okay.
All right, can I bring up an interesting fact on that Miami Heat team?
Okay.
All right, a lot of the players that played in that finals this year, they were actually on that Celtics roster a few years back. Olenek, Jay Crowder. Can't name a few, but overall, from what Danny Ainge traded him away or they didn't want to play with him anymore.
Okay. My next question. I need answers. Why did Tua get benched? Does anybody know?
I know why.
They said the coach said that it was because their offensive line was beat up and he'd already took like 5 or 6 sacks and he just didn't want to see him just continue to. He didn't want to mess his head up with him being such a young quarterback. I think he should have left
the
him in
last
there though.
sack was very, very close to a really bad injury too. He got rolled on his legs. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how I would have felt being Fitzpatrick. Oh, you need me now? Like I don't know if I'd
Fitzpatrick had a sick.
I need you now. You go out there.
He's got to be used to it by now. He's been in and out for his whole career.
Right.
I just want Fitzpatrick to go to New England next year so he can play for all the teams in that division.
Yes.
That is what I want.
Anyway, Adam, what you got, Adam?
Oh
man, I think honestly it was just to I know it sounds crazy, but being that obviously, he had a really bad injury in Alabama, and being that someone just mentioned, I don't remember who it was, that he was really close to getting injured that last game. I think it was just more so of a safety precaution. Like, I understand what you were saying earlier in the show, Dennis. It didn't make sense to bench him. Like, this is like his rookie year. If he has a bad game, he should play through it. But at the end of the day, I respect what the coaching staff is doing because it's basically just sheltering and protecting him at this point, which I don't mind, because at the end of the day, if that's who your franchise quarterback is and who you're going to lean on, don't risk his injury or don't risk like stupidity when it's avoidable, if that makes sense.
No, I got a question. Is Toa gonna play against start when he plays against New England?
Yeah, they already said Tua will be starting. He already has a starting job. Like there was no in question. He will be starting the next game.
All right, so like he plays New England, he's getting heavily pressured and stuff. He gets injured and stuff. Are you guys gonna rely on Ryan Fitzmagic during the playoffs?
Hey, Derek, turn your volume down.
Oh, all right.
I think Tua may be a one-hit wonder, possibly.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa.
Told you should have been a Dolphins fan. You don't be listening.
Nah. I just love Tua.
He's gonna be good, man. He's fine.
No, he's
played well.
Let me add since go ahead, Justin. Go ahead, Justin. Justin got
Yeah,
stuff.
go ahead. Go ahead. Piggyback off your stupid ass comment. Go ahead.
Oh Lord, watch the language.
My bad.
All right. Sorry, Dolphins fan. You know, your last time you guys had a successful quarterback was Dan Marino. So
that's what I was gonna say. Jesus Christ.
Last time we had a successful quarterback was Tom Brady, but he went off to Tampa Bay to partake himself in a retiring home. So
it's just amazing. I mean, first of all, I get it. Like if you're a fan, you're a fan. You're a Cleveland Brown. Like I said, one of my good buddies is a Cleveland Browns fan, and he hasn't said anything this year, and that's how it's supposed to be. Your Miami Dolphins, your Buffalo Bills, man, these fans need to shut the hell up because they haven't done anything in the history of their franchises. Like my man just said, since Dan Marino, and then you go back for the Bills to Thurman Thomas and Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, but other than that, like, just be humble that you're having a good season and just root for your team, but don't get beside yourselves and start beating on your chest like you're King Kong, because you guys will get put in your place real quick. Just sit down and just watch football.
Same way with some New England fans too.
Yeah, New England
well,
too.
New England fans are getting they're getting humbled. They're eating that humble pie right now. And I told everybody once Brady was gone, I want to make sure that all you New England fans still stay fans. And you don't even hear New England fans anymore this year.
They all went to Tampa.
Loving it.
They all went to Tampa Bay.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. And then you have your loyal fans that are sticking by the team, watching the game and stuff. But overall, we've had some rough years and stuff. The only two successful quarterbacks that have coming out through New England was Grogan and Bledsoe. And even with Bledsoe, he had his terrible years and stuff. I like to thank the Pittsburgh Steelers for putting Tom Brady in and stuff and doing his work and stuff.
Right.
But overall and stuff, even the Baltimore Ravens and stuff,
right.
That's the old Cleveland Browns team and stuff.
Right.
Hey, Jason, Buck said 49ers win Casper, the friendly ghost.
I had one guy back in Oakland, man. He had a nice 14-karat gold New England Patriots pendant, like back in the early 90s. And he wore it on a gold chain, and people used to laugh at him, like, because, New England was just garbage. And I remember the tuck rule game in the snow against the Raiders, and I was at this bar, and that brother came in. He had
Why you got to
mention
that? Why you got to mention that?
But he came in.
You can't mention.
He came in with like a tank top on.
Somebody
was showing that New England Patriot, pendant on his chest, and everybody was like, "Oh!" But that's like, but I respect that though, because if you're gonna be a fan, be a fan. But I just think that's you gotta just be a little humble. That's all. Be a little humble. I'm happy that teams are winning. Like I'm happy for the Cleveland Browns. I'm happy for Miami Dolphins. But these fans just don't get too beside yourselves. That's all.
Cleveland actually has one of the top defenses in the AFC.
Yeah.
And the coach is the coach. the coach himself is he's just more of just doing a more of a system type of quarterback. How many runs they want to do a game, how many passes they want to do a game. They're just keeping it simple. And you know, you got to also come along the lines of when Brady also first started out. You know, they ran that same type of stuff, and then they relied on their defense and stuff. You know,
Right.
But overall, to see Cleveland up there doing the things that they're doing, with along the lines with like, I'm gonna say the Eagles also too. You know, they're more relying on the defenses and stuff, and just having that. Dennis, you said they have 10 plays that they rely on, right?
I don't think it's 10. I think it's good 4. You know? It's like playing with, you know how you play with Madden somebody and they got them 4 typical plays? It's like that.
That's me.
That's you, Josh.
Yeah.
But you got to also rely, you know, it also comes with Madden, you know, with the Madden in the yard, you know. You have these similar type of plays, even flag football, college football, high school football. You have your 10 plays that you usually run and stuff. Your money plays and stuff. And those are the plays that you rely on, and then you just focus on, you know, like Bill Belichick says, you do your job on offense and defense.
Right. It's good to see that guy, like, you know, because he's so arrogant. So it's I think more so than anybody on the New England Patriots besides Robert Kraft. It's good to see Belichick just, you know, getting it thrown in his face this year.
Well,
But I still don't count those guys out though.
You also got to look at the other coaches that he's coached in the past and stuff. Romeo Cornell.
Right.
Mike Vrabel.
Oh, he's got a good pedigree.
Yes,
it's a good pedigree over there.
Along the lines, a good pedigree. And a lot of these teams like saw highlight films or saw footage of these guys like partaking in that and stuff. And another guy is Flores on the Dolphins and stuff. A lot of the players that Brady has coached and played with are actually partaking in these different types of teams and stuff, and are actually like doing good things for the NFL and stuff.
Huh. Interesting.
You go back to even like Belichick, you know, one of them. He is honestly like a pretty influenced coach throughout the whole league and stuff. Yeah, he gets bad talk with the stuff and stuff. And then like this whole year we're going through like, oh, is Brady really a system quarterback? Like with all that other stuff. You know, a lot of people are talking it through with the radios and with the radio like sports shows and stuff. But overall, you know, a lot of these players and stuff like actually like look into like these type of things. Like, you know, being in the NFL is like it's a full-time job, even with like college and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
You know, to partake in the like learning the film, like learning like what type of things you should do and stuff.
Derek, where are you going? You took this whole thing to it and stuff. Derek, I got like 40 more questions left, man. I can't go with you and stuff. You gotta do that. You gotta call me on the phone so I can go to sleep on that and stuff.
Derek, you need your own show.
Right, you need your own show, man. Start going live, man. What you doing? Call your show and stuff.
I felt like it was just me and my man just talking, man. We was just
for real. I had to clear the kids out. All I kept hearing was.
I didn't even get a chance to talk about Tua a little bit more, but we
go ahead, Justin. That's all I wanted to hear.
I know Doug already.
Nah, he don't need to talk anymore at all. Justin don't need to say a damn word anymore.
Adam only come up when Tua. Adam be leaving, and then Tua come up and he pop back in. Where you be going, Adam?
I don't be going nowhere.
All right. Well, partially to poke fun at Adam, but when I see Tua play, and I don't watch a whole lot of them, because I mean I pay attention to my team and a few other stuff, but he doesn't really come across my radar a lot. But I see flashes of RG3's rookie year, and I'm like, oh. Ooh. And that's kind of I've stated that a while ago.
Can you elaborate a little more on that?
Uh-oh.
Can I elaborate?
Yeah.
No. So
Hey,
That's
Justin,
not a
I agree.
bad. That's not a bad.
It does seem weird that left-handed ball coming out of his hand, though. It just seems, I don't know. It just seems
I don't think he
kind of
never
weird.
liked RG3.
Yeah, but I don't.
Even if
I
that's
don't. I
not a,
hope
that's a
he's not. I
compliment.
hope he doesn't
RG3
have
was
a
really
career
good
like
his rookie year.
RG3.
because RG3 was pretty decent his rookie year. I mean, unless y'all want to debate that.
No, he
No,
was
he
he had a
balled
good
out.
rookie year.
He
He won
was
rookie of the
great
year.
He
his
balled out.
rookie year.
RG3 balled out his rookie year.
Yeah, he wasn't decent.
And so that's why I'm not trying to trash Tua, but I'm just
Right.
the whole injury bug thing, and I'm like, I hope that doesn't derail. I wouldn't want that to derail anybody.
Right.
That's kind of what I was thinking because Tua's pretty decent on his feet and stuff like that. So, but that's what came to like just my memory, and then I just thought about the injury, so I was just connecting those dots. But hopefully nothing happens to him, Adam.
I mean, compared to RG3, it's a little different because RG3, his career got ruined by the football team because he was visibly limping with a messed up knee, and they said, "Go get back out there."
Yeah, why would they put
And
him
he
back
tore
in?
his ACL. Crazy.
That's that
Dolphins
Washington.
were
Very
taking the
valid
opposite
point
approach.
there.
That's
Very
why
valid
Brian
point.
Flores was the players coach, and he
I do
sat
got
him
one
down.
question. I do got one question for Fight the Pylon. What are your
Nice
thoughts
combined
on?
name.
All right, what are your thoughts on Calvin Cater in his upcoming fight?
I don't think he should have gotten the Max Holloway fight. I think it should have been given to Zabit Magomedsharipov because Zabit literally just his last fight was him beating Calvin Cater and working him for 2 out of the 3 rounds, and then he doesn't get the shot at the number 1 contender Holloway. But Cater, I don't know. I didn't like that fight matchup at all. It should
Now,
have
do
been
you
Zabit.
think he has a chance in winning that next
I
fight?
thought you said you had
No,
one question.
Holloway's gonna beat him. Holloway's gonna beat him for sure.
You killed
Can I
him.
say something? Fight the mic.
What's going on?
That UFC fight this past Saturday, man. I'm here on the East Coast, so it didn't start for me until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, the
And
main
I
card is
waited
10.
for
Yeah.
and the main card didn't come on until like 1 a.m. for me. I think
Oh,
all
really?
the prelims
So I'm in New
started
York.
at
It
10.
came on at like 10ish.
No.
Where
So
are you on
I
the
was
east
up to
side?
almost. I'm in Maryland.
Oh, you're talking about the main like event. The whole main
The
card
main
started
event.
at like yeah. The main event
That's what I'm
started at
saying.
like 12:31. Yeah.
And that thing ended in like a minute and a half, man. I felt like I
Oh
was
yeah,
pissed.
Figueiredo killed him.
How
Yeah, I
pissed
was
was you?
like,
Was you Tyson fight back in the day pissed or what? Like I'm trying to figure out.
because I have nothing invested in it, but there was nothing else on, and I know I got a lot of my boys that they love it, so I try to keep up on it and watch it just so I can kind of talk shit to them. But everybody was hyping up the main event, and then it just ended in a minute and a half, and I was
The
like,
2
damn,
main
I really
events were
stayed up for this.
pretty big mismatches because it's hard to because those divisions right now are just hard to get matchups because like I was saying with my certified players, Davis and Figueiredo,
Right.
he's been clearing that division out, and he only has maybe 2-3 more guys left before he's like completely cleared it out. So that dude was the first person from the contender series to fight for a title, and he was just outmatched in every way.
I wasn't happy at all.
Hey, Justin, this question I got right here, I want you to answer this one last. But for everybody else, how do y'all feel about the new look offense of the New Orleans Saints?
It's Kaepernickish.
Oh,
pretty much.
Very Kaepernickish. It's a gimmick right now, and they're going to win a couple more games like that. But as soon as teams catch on to it, it's probably be over for New Orleans.
Pretty much every running quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to judge it with it being the Falcons? Do you really want to make this?
That's what I'm saying. Right? They'll probably shock a few more teams, couple more teams, but.
I mean, it's still a new look offense at the end of the day, no matter if they play the Jets.
I mean,
Right.
I think that this is something that the Eagles should do with your pit bull in the backyard, Dennis. I mean, you got to change it up. If whatever you guys have is not working,
right?
Then I think you need to insert Jalen Hurts more into the offense and try to run the ball more and just change it up, man. And I think that's when you hit the nail on the head when you were talking about the coaching, man. They need to figure something out. They got Jalen Hurts there. They drafted him, so utilize him.
The thing we got to figure out is why we would bother keep winning games right now. That's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. There's no point to win. Sorry.
Well, the Swiss Army knife is gonna throw a ball up in the air and catch it and stuff and score touchdown. But
With Jalen
overall,
Hurts?
yeah, they should use RPO with Jalen Ramsey, and then give the other coaches like Deuce Staley and those other guys a chance. and see what they can do.
I'm gonna say this. I like the way Taysom Hill played this weekend. I think this is something that's good for the Saints because they done paid him in 2 years, $21 million, but now they can see what they got in the future coming from Taysom Hill. I also like the fact that now you have a new look offense and everybody ain't used to your usual. You know, a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
times,
saying.
a lot
Right.
of times in the playoffs, when the Saints get to the playoffs, they look real dead in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half, they usually come alive. And usually they spark is Taysom Hill. So if he's starting at quarterback, that might be a better thing for them. But I'm gonna let Justin go ahead. Go ahead, Justin. You can explain it to us better.
Just from what I saw, I was surprised first half with Taysom Hill right away because I guess you guys like last few shows y'all were trying to sell me on Jameis. But once he chose Taysom, I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. And I won't say he balled out crazy. I think he played a little bit conservative with his pass play. I knew he could throw, and I wanted to see where, I would like to see more of that. We already know he can run and all that good stuff. So far as that, I look at it as just one game. It was the Falcons. So I would like to see it with a different defense or somebody throws a different defensive scheme at him. What will he do? Like under pressure or something like that. So I do think about that. Going forward, future of the Saints, I wouldn't say that right away. I do think it's a great option. And,
Right.
I mean, he's 30 years old, so he definitely needs. I like to see him get some more reps in. So yeah.
Right. Hey Justin, I just want to say, first of all, and Doug, this has nothing to do with the black quarterback or the white quarterback, but I just, I never want to see a player get hurt. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I love the 49ers whooping Drew Brees' ass every time they get on the field, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, yeah, you guys won. You guys won the last, 2 times. Well, no, we actually beat you guys last year, but I'm talking about like in the playoffs.
Yeah,
when Aaron
because
Brooks,
they cheated. They paid off the refs. It's
number
all right.
55, sacking him, and then my man, last week or whatever, hitting him. Again, I'm not saying I'm glad that he's injured, but I just like after the whole Bounty Gate and New Orleans going and after hurting players, I like Drew Brees getting his stuff to him. I think he's gonna come back and he's gonna be all right, but I like that though.
I think it's the
Do you think the Bounty Gate thing is actually affecting the Saints when it comes to games and stuff?
I think teams are going. I think the teams are going after them. I think the teams are going after them to like harder. I think that there's the cat players don't forget about that type of stuff, and then you got coaches that move around. So I don't know which coaches were maybe in the New Orleans division at that time, and now they're in different different teams, and they're probably telling players to go after his ass, and I'm not mad at that. As long as it's not no cheap shot. There's no, as long as it's not no funny business. But if you go out there and you sack them the right way, then hey, salute.
All right, Josh Bailey.
No more. He can't breathe.
Josh Bailey and your new tag teammate Adam. Y'all gonna have to answer this question last, but I want to know what is going on with the Green Bay Packers. Somebody let me know. I need answers.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I didn't know. Go ahead.
Don't everybody talk at once.
Temperatures rising.
It was a fumble.
Seems like you're ready.
But they lost the game before that, didn't they?
2 weeks ago.
No.
2 weeks ago, y'all lost the game. Who y'all lost to 2 weeks ago?
There's nothing wrong in Green Bay though. There's nothing wrong in Green Bay.
I like to bring a point up with the same thing with the Cowboys, Dolphins, and all those other teams. Highly expected. Things aren't going very right, and then overall to that little fat kid going inside the corner store and he couldn't get what he wanted. It's majority of that stuff. I'm not blaming coaching staffs or anything else, but overall and stuff, it's been a disaster since it's like COVID has hit and stuff. If that answers the questions of those fans and coaching staff.
Out of control. Man. Anybody else know what's wrong with the Packers?
I don't think there's anything wrong with them.
I don't think there's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you think about it, who do they? Okay, so let me say this: they lost to Minnesota, a division rival. Then they lost to Tampa, and then they were in it against the Colts. The Colts have a good defense, so they're able to get back in the game, and they just fumbled. That's it. Other than that, they've been pretty legit.
Thank you, Donovan.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. They're fine, and they're going to win the division by like 3 games.
I was told that the Colts defense was actually terrible and stuff too. You guys said that. People were saying that the Colts were awful. Colts defense is trash, and like.
Who said that?
Who said the Colts defense is trash?
Since the beginning of the first weeks and stuff. A lot of people say that they weren't even that good.
I said the Colts was trash in the beginning of the first week.
The defense?
Yeah, and then now you look at them. They've had one of the top defenses in the league and stuff.
No, I'm just talking about the Colts. Let me break it down. I was talking about the Colts period because they had Noodle Arm as their quarterback, and they lost to the Jaguars week 1.
They lost to the Jaguars week 1, number 1, and like Dennis said, it's Noodle Arm, and he's not consistent. So you're gonna get every other couple games.
He's not consistent. The reason why they're winning their game
rides on his accuracy and his arm.
No, we're not blaming Noodle Arm. Overall, throughout these past few weeks, their defense and their special teams have prevailed, and that's what's going to win them games, possibly get them into the AFC Championship, and like everything else with that,
All I want to say is Niners traded the wrong lineman before his Buckner over there balling.
I said that
he's balling. He's balling, bro. He's balling.
But their rookie wide receiver that the Colts have, Pittman, he's doing pretty good.
But to answer your question, Dennis, basically what Green Bay is inconsistencies, man. We inconsistent when it comes to like the better teams. We had 6 turnovers in the last 2 games, but we won in one of those games. So you can't beat a top defense with a legit. I ain't gonna say they legit with a cool little offense.
Who had a lot of turnovers in that game then?
We had 4 turnovers yesterday or Sunday.
Which player though?
Huh?
Which player?
Everybody. Rodgers had a interception. MVS had a fumble. Special teams fumbled, and there was another somebody else. I think it was another turnover. So it wasn't just one guy.
So Josh, so what's wrong?
I don't think that to me, if you're gonna say anything is wrong, it's just inconsistent. Our turnovers right now.
Okay, because I don't really see anything like big.
We got to tighten up in some areas, though. You know what I mean? Like coaching. How many better on defense?
How many sacks did the Packers have up until this point, though, with their offensive line?
How many times did Aaron Rodgers get sacked?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The only issue with that game was with both teams. And it was all the damn holding call. It was too many fucking penalties. Too many damn penalties. Excuse my French.
In the last couple of minutes, it was hella penalties.
That was on Colts. And then we was getting a whole bunch of offsides, but they was getting holding calls.
But like everybody says, holding, could be called on every play. So it was one of those things where they just kept honing in on it, and I felt like some of those holding calls have been in other games, and they didn't call it. So I thought a couple times in our game that. Like they were holding the crap out of our linemen as we were getting to Patrick Mahomes. They never called it, but it's under the ref's discretion, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the game, Packers still could have won, man. We fumbled the ball, like I said, it's turnovers. Turnovers could kill any team, and we had 6 in the last 2 games. We was fortunate enough to against the Jaguars.
Now a lot of the offensive line for Green Bay, are they injured?
No, we got some injuries. Well, our best offensive lineman came back like a week ago, but I think our center got hurt.
I think his name is.
Our center got hurt.
He's about to bounce back against the Bears. That's all I know.
Lindsley
He's for sure about to bounce back against the Bears.
Our starting center got hurt. But
Donovan.
I want to state the fact that a lot of the this year, a lot of offensive linemen are getting injured and stuff. They got rid of the preseason and everything else, but overall, it comes down to the trenches with your offensive and defensive linemen, and that's what controls the game and stuff.
Right.
Not these flashy passes and catches and everything else. It all comes down to the offensive lineman and everything.
I don't think
offensive lineman and defensive
line dominated us at all. I don't think neither line dominated. I mean,
okay. I do got another question. I wanted to know, how do y'all feel about what is boy name? I can't even remember his name.
Trash. No,
he was supposed to go to jail. He didn't go. He ended up leaving the Giants and then going to Kansas City, I think, for a workout.
Baker.
Say it louder. Say it louder, Ricky.
DeAndre Troublemaker Baker.
There you go.
Yeah. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
DeAndre Baker is what he said. How do y'all feel about the DeAndre Baker situation?
He's in a better situation, in my opinion.
Who he was supposed to go to jail? What was he supposed to go to jail for?
Robbery, supposedly, but
okay, that guy. Okay, all right. So you got exonerated, right?
Yeah, supposedly the lawyer. Supposedly, it sounds like some power stuff to me. The lawyer wasn't right. Things ain't go together. That sounds like a power TV show to me.
Wow. Tried to extort him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm gonna say no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
If that's the case, Doug, we got those weekly pick'ems.
Let's go. Let's hit it. Stay tuned. Time. We about to do this thing, y'all. So let's go.
Oh my God! Let's not talk about this.
Let's go, guys.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
talk about this. I need to see how I did
last week.
I need to beat
Let's go, guys.
Donovan must know already. So hold on. We're gonna do the recap. So give me my lane. Let me.
I gave you a lane. It's already ready for you.
All right, I'm ready. So coming in.
I thought this was Talk Your Ish, man. This is not Stay Tuned.
Hey, this is fair. This is the Happy Holiday Show.
Calm down, Donovan. Calm down. It's okay. So we gonna go from who had the best record to who had the worst record. So my boy Justin came in with a 5-1 record, holding it down. Go ahead, Justin.
Okay.
Justin doing his thing. Then we got Rashad. Rashad came in at 4-2. So then from there we got myself, Josh, and Jay at 3-3. We got Adam came in at 2-4.
Oh,
Dennis
damn.
at 1-5.
I'm at 1-5.
Donovan.
How'd I get 2-4? I demand a recount.
Hold on. And Donovan 0-6.
Oh, it's the damn Raiders. The Raiders let me down. The damn Raiders.
So
had to go with the Raiders.
Hey, hey Jay.
I'm
Jay,
not
you
showing
got
my face
Jay.
for a reason.
Jay,
that's your second
Jay,
time,
you got some
Donovan.
room. So Jay, you got some room. So what we gonna do this week is I already got Rashad's pick, so me and him is locked in. So what we gonna do is for this week, we're gonna start at the top. So we're gonna start with Justin at that 5-1, and Justin, you're gonna make all your picks, and then we're gonna go from there. So that's how we're gonna do it. All right.
Wait, Doug, didn't I play Donovan? Doug, didn't I play Donovan this week?
You and Donovan are in the bracket for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The 3-week bracket. I'm already down.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I did well the first week, so don't worry. It'll all balance out in the end. I'll win. I'll win by.
What was my best game?
All right, so Justin. All right, so Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, Thursday night, Turkey night.
That's Pittsburgh right there.
Gobble gobble.
All right, that's Pitt. So then we got Raiders and Atlanta.
Raiders.
All right. So then we got you got New Orleans. I ain't even gonna ask you that. So I ain't even gonna go there. San Francisco and the Rams.
The Rams.
Another tough divisional game, but we'll see.
Rams.
We got Chicago and Green Bay.
Green Bay will get that.
All right. And then we got Seattle versus Philly.
Man, I ain't choosing Philadelphia no more. No more. Okay.
All right. So then, I already got Rashad's pick, so he would have been second. So then, Josh, I'll go to you. Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
I'm riding with Baltimore again.
Oh, okay. So then we got Raiders Falcons.
Raiders.
Next we got New Orleans and Denver.
New Orleans.
So then we got San Francisco and the Rams.
Rams.
You and Adam neck to neck, so you ain't got a lot of wiggle room. You're gonna take Green Bay. Already know that, unless you're gonna take Chicago. I don't know. And then
Adam, hold on. I'm gonna let you know this. If you take Chicago 3 times, man, like you on probation for the Chiefs on probation, man.
He just got there.
Hey, if you taking Chicago 3 times, nah, it's not gonna work out like that, man. Especially
But that's how it should be when you first get somewhere. You gotta be on probation till you prove yourself. So he's already on probation.
1 year probation.
I agree,
might be
Donovan. I agree.
extended.
1 year probation, man. You good.
I ain't tripping.
So then I take it you're going to take Seattle over Philly. I take it you're going to do that, right?
Russell Wilson, man.
Jay, you on deck, Jay. You on deck, Jay.
Hold on one second, Doug. Donovan, did you see my Kansas City Chiefs hat last week?
So disrespectful.
Okay, Doug, let's go.
No comment.
Baltimore versus Pitt.
Oh man, I'm going with them 10-0 Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. So then we got. So I know you taking Atlanta because they're going against the Raiders.
No, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Dang, Atlanta that bad?
Come on, man. Let me get some separation, bro. Come on, man.
No, I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Oh my God,
New Orleans and Denver. Oh God. Where's it at? No, it don't matter. I'll go with
Dang, Jason.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans just because of the running game.
Okay, so then we got. Well, you're gonna take San Francisco. I take it divisional game, right?
No, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Dang, Donovan is done.
Chicago and Green Bay.
Oh man, no, it don't matter because it's gonna be cold regardless. That's gonna be a good divisional game, though. You got Montgomery coming back this week too.
Come on.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Dang, it's a sweep, 6-0.
I take you're gonna take Seattle over Philly.
Oh hell yeah! But see, these are the games that I've been talking about, y'all. These are the games that Seattle Philly game. If Philly beats Seattle Seahawks, we're gonna have a nice conversation next Tuesday because all these short games, the short games that you put all your money on, those are the games that you lose. So I'm saying I'm gonna go with Seattle, but oh man, Philly might win.
Hey Jason.
You're killing me right now, Josh.
What did you pick? Pittsburgh or
I took Pittsburgh, Josh. You're killing me right now.
My bad, Jason.
Why you keep calling him Jason?
He's killing me right now.
That's the name on Facebook.
Yep, I'm ready.
Baltimore,
Facebook jail,
Pittsburgh.
so you got another profile.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. Taking Pittsburgh.
All right, Raiders and your old team.
Oh man, I'm never picking the old team. I'm going with the Raiders.
Going with the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders.
I thought you was going with Atlanta.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
that's what I thought he said.
I thought he said I'm going with the old team.
Wearing me
I
down
thought he
right
said
now.
I'm going with the old team. That's what I heard.
I thought he said
Never.
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 Oh,
New
never.
Orleans, Denver. New Orleans, Denver.
I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Niners, Rams.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Well, I thought you was gonna say Niners.
Chicago, Green Bay, because I have to ask you. So Chicago, Green Bay.
Green Bay. Green Bay.
That
I checked that off.
scared you.
Check. I write my notes. You know?
Seattle, Philly.
Seattle. I can't pick the Eagles again. They let me down.
Right. 1-5. 1-5, Dennis. All right.
Hey, 1-5.
1-5,
Damn.
Dennis.
1-5.
Who did you get right?
Look. Him and Justin are in the same bracket. 5-1, 1-5 this week. Like, bro.
I had to take different teams than him, man. I just had to.
Can you give us the total tallies up until this point after
Nah,
we
get it next week on the show, baby.
Bruh, like,
But who did Dennis get right last week though? I'm just
Yeah, who did I get right?
Who did you get right? You got Seattle right.
Okay.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Dennis.
I'm taking Baltimore.
Be more. Because
Raiders, Falcons.
Nah, I'm going with the Raiders.
You got one more week, Dennis? Or 2 more weeks?
New Orleans, Denver.
Denver did look kind of nice.
Don't put yourself in a hole, a bigger hole.
I'm taking Denver. I know he took New Orleans, so I gotta take Denver.
Niners, Rams.
Oh. Who's the quarterback? Somebody tell me who the quarterback for the Niners is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mullins.
Oh man, I think it's Mullins this week. I think.
Jay Wells a quarterback.
Kaepernick.
Josh Johnson.
Somebody
Don't tell me it's Josh Johnson. I'm taking the Niners if it is. Don't you tell me it's Josh Johnson.
No, somebody told me Jared that Joe Montana's coming out of retirement.
Might be Blaine Gabbert.
Hey, I don't know, because I haven't heard you guys mention it today, and I'm not trying to cut you guys off, but I just want to say all the shit that I was talking is as far as Kaepernick not wanting to play. Did you see he released a video today of him throwing to Eric Reed, saying that it's
Yes, I was hoping that we would talk about that. Kaepernick is doing his
600
thing.
days.
We're gonna get to that afterwards. We're gonna get these picks.
Okay, all right. My bad, Doug.
San Francisco 49ers, Rams, Dennis.
You know what? I'm taking the 49ers. They got their number.
My man.
Green Bay, Chicago.
I'm taking the Bears.
Who's that quarterback?
Who the hell? What Dennis? Now you can't walk away and pick the Bears. What the hell?
You taking Philly? Dennis, you taking Philly?
He got to.
Hang him on the picks. But
he picking Philly. He can't pick against the Eagles. Fly, Eagle, fly.
I'm picking the Eagles.
Okay.
Glad you're gonna be wrong again.
Donovan, come on to the mic. Donovan, come on to the mic. Donovan, redeem yourself.
Hold on. I'm here. What's good? All right,
Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
You taking your Raiders? I'm sure about that. New Orleans, Denver.
I'm gonna go with Denver. I think the Taysom Hill's thing is figured out after 1 week.
49ers, Rams.
I'm gonna pick Jay's team, the 49ers, just because he picked my team, the Raiders.
Donovan, you're hilarious.
Oh. Chicago, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
And then I'm sure you're taking Seattle.
Seattle over Philly.
Over Niners.
I'm
Eagles. Yeah.
You know, you guys might win this week because I'm going against the Eagles, man. I'm gonna go with Seattle.
They only won 3 times, man. It's not like.
Okay, so see, like we have a problem here. We have a problem. I am 1 game behind Rashad. and we all.
How many wins you have?
The same game. Huh?
How many wins you have?
I had 3. He had 4.
Oh shit! I'm about to break that right now.
And we picking the same game, so I gotta choose one. I gotta choose one that's different.
But don't overthink it though, Doug. Don't overthink it.
I know.
He don't need coaching, man.
Right,
Let him
you're right. My bad.
This is a competition.
I got to make up.
My bad.
I got makeup space. I
Marius,
got makeup space. Nah, we're just gonna roll. So me and Rashad have both picked Pittsburgh, the Raiders, New Orleans, the
You
Rams,
forgot me.
Green Bay, and Seattle.
Forgot
So
me.
that's where we at.
No, we was doing a bracket. Go ahead with D-Rex pick.
Oh, okay. So Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Raiders, Falcons.
Atlanta.
There you go.
New Orleans, Denver.
Denver.
Niners, Rams.
Who's the QB?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Pick one.
I'm going to say 49ers. Probably wrong on that one right there.
Bears, Packers.
Chicago.
And then Seattle, Philadelphia.
That Chicago game's Thursday night, right?
No.
Not this
Sunday
one.
night game. I mean, it's Sunday game.
No, we're not
Sunday,
playing.
yeah, Sunday night.
Sunday.
I'm gonna say Philadelphia over the Eagles. And then I want to bring the tension of with the Patriots game.
Wait. You mean Philly? Or you mean Philly's not playing the Eagles?
No, I'm saying Philly over Seattle.
Ooh.
And bring up New England first and Buffalo next. And then you can bring up that Miami game if they're playing.
All right. So, Dennis, where you at, Dennis?
Back to you, Dennis.
I'm here. What's going on, man?
All right. Close us out, bro. Close us out. Let's go.
Actually, no. I want to hear more about that Kaepernick situation. So, Jay Bailey, could you? My fault. Jay Will, could you go ahead and explain more about that Kaepernick situation?
I don't know. I was laying in bed this morning and I was like, they were like, yeah, Kaepernick said it's been 619 days since he's played. And then I looked at the TV and he was throwing passes to Eric Reed, which I'm like, how are you throwing passes to Eric Reed when he's a safety? But they were out at some field and Kaepernick was saying that, hey, I want to play. And my whole thing is, this whole Kaepernick thing is that he's never ever said he wants to play. All of his people, his girlfriend, everybody around him said he wants to play, but it's never come out of his mouth that he wants to play. And except for that bullshit last year when he was out there, and throwing passes or whatever, and just that whole shamble how it broke down. But he was out there throwing passes and he was like, NFL, I want another shot. So I don't know. It's interesting that now, once he says that he wants to play, now I'm paying attention. I mean, not that it means anything, but I'm just kind of curious to see how this is going to go. I still don't think he'll get a job though. But
Niners need him.
Cincinnati.
That's what everybody was saying. Niners should bring him back. You go out and get Josh Johnson? Why couldn't you give Kaepernick?
I agree with that. Even though Josh Johnson was in the XFL having a pretty good season until it shut down. Josh Johnson and P.J. Walker were having 2 good seasons in the XFL last year. To me, last year, the XFL was pretty good. I don't know about anybody else, but to me, I liked the XFL last year.
Who was Haskins the quarterback for the DC Defenders too?
No, Haskins. Derek, you got to stop doing this, Derek.
I'm asking.
But you're making the show look bad. You got to come on here with some facts, man. You make the show look bad. You keep saying crazy stuff.
All right.
You just said Philly over the Eagles. Now you're saying Haskins was playing for XFL. What you gonna say next? Brett Favre about to throw an interception?
That boy did.
No. I honestly think that New England should pick him up.
Look, they making fun of you in the comments. Go read the comments, Derek. They just said the next thing you're gonna.
No. I'm being
Look,
serious.
they just said the next thing you're gonna say is you're gonna take the Chiefs over the Golden State Warriors. That's what they just said.
You were thinking of Tyree Jackson. He was.
That's what they said.
Can I state my opinion?
And everybody's on here saying that you're drunk.
No, I'm
That's
not.
what they saying in the comments. Go read the comments, man.
Over the Warriors. Hey,
It wasn't Haskins though. You were thinking of Tyree Jackson. He was the really tall, strong-arm QB from Buffalo, the college.
No.
Oh God, I'm about
For
to
the
cry.
DC Defenders. That's who their quarterback
Hey,
is.
wrap it up, man. That's crazy.
Oh man, listen. Let me just say, man, I want to. First thing I want to say is, for these happy holidays, make sure y'all go out and enjoy yourselves with your families. It's the second wave of COVID out here. Make sure y'all be safe.
Be safe.
Enjoy your time. I want to thank Stay Tuned for coming on here and expressing, showing that family love that they give us from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Let's go.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
go, guys.
This is my family right here. Stay tuned. I love them. Also want to appreciate Pylon to Pylon for coming on here each and every week. My man Ricky Williams for coming on here. Ethan Tweedy for typing up as much as he can while he at work.
Yeah, I'm here. Malcolm.
That's right. Malcolm is in the building. I want to thank all my fans for watching.
What about
Talk You Is Tuesday. You know, I wish y'all a happy holidays. You might see me dressed in red a little bit more often because Santa Claus is coming. I just want to let y'all know that Santa Claus is coming. And I make sure I got me some ho ho
Santa
hos.
Claus is coming.
And I make sure I got me some ho ho hos. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, you scared me for a second, Dennis. I'm glad you said the ho ho ho.
I ain't gonna say nothing, Adam. I ain't gonna say nothing, Adam. If you know, you know. If you
I was gonna start calling him Dennis Nate Dogg Holmes in different area codes.
My bad. It was Cardell.
Yeah. Shout out to Derek for coming on.
D-Rec.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was Cardell Jones.
Yeah, I also want to give a shout out to I want to give a shout out to Ryan Thomas, even though his phone died. He couldn't stay on here. I want to give a shout out to him.
Somebody certified Cam Newton and he left. That ain't no coincidence.
Leave Adam right here.
No, I'm talking about Ron. He left right when somebody said Pam Newton was certified. The second they said that, he left.
He didn't get to say Pam Newton tonight.
Yeah, because he always called him Pam. But as we go out, I want to thank the OnPoint Network, Rise Up Sports Family. I'm Naming Thinker Podcast. Stay tuned. Fight for the Mic. Flying High Podcast. It's Bro Time. Dig on Doug. Willie's Bar. Fly Podcast.
We fly high.
The Lambo Leap. And
let's go, baby. Hey,
and
Adam,
the Buffalo Bills early morning.
Belichick Nation.
Out. God bless. Good night.